Welcome to the Raf and Raf Rant. I'm Raf.
And I'm Raf. We're Raf.
Raf Farisco of the Far From Vesuvius podcast. That's Ralph Pizarro of Calcio Napoli Club. Just rant about Napoli.
Let's go for it.
We're going to rant. We're going to match report. We're going to talk about the games. We're going to talk about topics. You leave comments and we'll read your comments out. Question.
All right. Quick stats.
Yes. Throw the stats up there. On to a nice little segment that we're going to call the Beast of the Match.
Who is beasting it for the Napoli team? Let's see.
Follow us on Facebook, Rafael Rispo, Ralph Pizarro, Twitter at RafaNapoli83. That's me.
CNC USA 26.
I want some feedback to the show. What do you guys want to see? What do you want to see more or less of? This is going to be a show for you guys too. I want a lot of comments.
We want to rant about something. Let us know if you want us to rant about something.
I promise you, we're not going to agree on everything all the time.
We won't.
We're going to yell at each other every now and then.
Come and rant. This is what it's for. We want to give you a space to let loose so you can do it here.
Well, that's going to do it, Ralph. You know, were we boring enough for you?
I don't know. I think we were great.
Let's get to it.
And good evening, fellas and bellas. Welcome to the Raf and Raf Rant post-game show. We got the whole Far From Vesuvius team in the house. Got Ken Jofredi here, Rafa Rispo with us, guys. Welcome. Welcome to everybody in the rant. Welcome everybody following us right now, guys. Big bummer today as Atalanta defeat us away 3-1, ending our Coppa Italia run, guys. What a loss today, man. What a loss, guys. But before we get going, we got lots to say. I'm going to rip right through these stats. Let's get going, and then we're going to get to this rant. All right, here we go. For the lineup, guys, we got the 4-3-3. Everybody's been asking for it. We're going to talk about how it performed today. He's sound in the back. We had the new couple, Maksimovic and Romani, today, starting for the center backs with Manolas and K2 out, and then we had Di Lorenzo as well. In the midfield today, Zielinski, Bakayoko, Elmas all the way to the right with Insigne. Osimhen, welcome back, gets his first start since his injury. Up top with Lozano to his right, the only goal scorer today. We saw Patania come in kind of late towards the second half to, I don't know, score a goal maybe, do something. Deme gets in, Labotko as well. Politano coming in for Elmas. Rui came in early in the first, or rather late in the first half for Isal. I think he got a knock. Not exactly sure what happened there, but either way, guys, this is who we had today. For her stats, 40% for Atalanta. Napoli practically dominating possession at 60%. But Atalanta, 16 chances, only half that for Napoli. With 1 yellow and 4 yellows for us. Not that it matters anymore. But a corner kick, 6 corner kicks for Napoli. Once again, ineffective. Those short little corner kicks that they're doing, man. 82% for Atalanta, 87 for Napoli. As far as shots goes, 19 total shots for Atalanta. We had 12 for Napoli. They get 9 missed, 4 for us. 7 shots on target for Atalanta. Man, really like Ospina earned his check today despite still letting 3 in. 5 on target for Napoli. 3 and 3 block shots even, guys. Who wants to start?
Good.
Who wants to start? I need a breather for 1 second after that, but
no good. First half was awful, obviously. We showed signs of life in the second half, which, we really, really played really well in the second half. And unfortunately, gave up the goal. We got there's Rocco.
Hey, Rocco. I hated our subs too.
Ciao, Christopher. We looked great in the second half. We got the goal by Lozano, which was wonderful. Just a hustle. He was one of the best players again.
Well, let's start from the beginning then. What do you think? I mean, like, how did the team? How did you guys see the team kind of come out the gate? Let's start there.
No, it was awful.
Flat.
First half was awful.
Flat. Yeah. So we came out flat in the beginning.
No excuses. Flat. We gave Zapata the space to take a shot, which was deadly. At first I'm saying to myself, there's nothing you could really do about a shot like that. You know what I mean? But just too much space given. And then the second goal was just weird, a Swiss cheese defense. They absolutely they pulled a goal off that looked like a goal that we would score. You know, they just
walked right
completely dismantled our defense all game.
I mean,
and
our X's.
That's no surprise. There's no surprise with that. You know,
our X's this week really
it.
handed it. They handed it to us this time, right? This is like when your ex comes back and keys your car or pops your tires. Well, guess what? Our X's.
It's either an X or a Napolitan who scores against us.
Right, something, right?
That's the theme of the season.
Right,
but
not people we paid $4 million for.
Nah, but you know, first half was terrible. We had 0. There's really not much else to say, you know, 0. I got a little excited by Myra Rui coming in for Husai, even though, you know, it was through injury.
Well,
we're going to get a little more offensive, you know.
Husai,
what's up, Tommy?
The 2 goals. I mean, the first one, I don't know. The first one is just one of those goals. I would let Atalanta shoot from there all game, from 22, 23 yards out. Just a perfect shot from Zapata. I don't know. I mean, you could argue that maybe Husai should have been closer, but
but there was nothing you could do about it.
That's just one of those goals, right? It sucks. It comes early. It's a little demoralizing. And the second goal is just individual errors. Like Romani lets the guy who's making that secondary run who scores the goal completely walk right past him. The first pass comes, and you can see what's coming from a mile away. The ball comes into Zapata, and you know he's looking for that first touch layoff back to the guy who just got it. And Romani, instead of staying with his man, starts cheating towards Zapata, and that's how they get the second goal. Mm-hmm. So that's how you're 2-0 down at the get. I thought, I mean, if we're going to talk just first half, I think the only players who looked like they had any urgency at all in the first half were Lozano and Osimhen, to be perfectly honest. Mm-hmm. I'm cooking up some stats later about some players, but I'll save it for later for now.
Okay.
It's the first half performance was bad, and then Husai getting injured. I know, like, you know, Husai is kind of a meme, like, oh, Husai's out. But if Husai is actually injured, that's not good.
That's the worst thing.
That means we only have 2 fit fullbacks,
right?
Because we don't have Malqui anymore. Gulam is injured. Gulam has COVID.
Right?
COVID.
And then Husai is injured. So you don't have Manolas. You don't have Koulibaly. So that means you're stuck playing Di Lorenzo and Mario Rui until forever, I guess. Like, until these guys get healthy again.
ADL's going to have to strap on the boots and get on the fullback position soon.
Gattuso's going to have to strap on the boots and
somebody. But I don't know. You know what I noticed though? That first goal, after Zapata scores it, there's 5 Napoli players all pointing to him like this. Like, no, it was your fault. No, you had to cover him. I mean, like, can we honestly say that maybe, quite possibly, Napoli is a little K2 reliant? I mean, granted, he's a great player, so it's not like it's normal that we are, but you see what happens when he's not there.
I guess.
These guys pointing.
But, I mean, you want your best players to be your best. Your best players are your best players for a reason, right? Like,
no, of course.
So,
but
I mean, sure, you could say we're K2 reliant, but I mean, when you are relying on your best players. It's the nature of the business. We don't.
You have to be. They're your best players.
Top 4, right? If you have to rotate in one of Ramani or Maximovic at a time, then you're okay. But when you're forced to play them both at the same time,
fair enough.
You know.
But when I just see these guys pointing, I mean, somebody who messed up in that one. I mean, Zapata had all the time in the world and just takes a thunder shot right into the goal. Like, it was just a blast.
Yeah,
left goal alone.
I think Gattuso sort of alluded to it after the game on the weekend, after Genoa, and he said, you know, this team has no time to train, really, because all the time between matches, all you're doing is recovering your team to play the next game. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. Take it for what it is. That sounds like Gattuso is kind of making excuses, but at the same time, I understand if you're playing once every 3 days all the time, you know, it is what it is. But I think that definitely has something to do with it. So I'm definitely frustrated about the loss, but I'm not
right.
I'm not feeling the worst about having one less competition to worry about. If we had to lose one, I would have it be this one. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, it's demoralizing. It's a demoralizing loss. You know, what hurts probably a little bit more than actually being out of the Coppa Italia is that we actually showed such a better second half, and we came right out of the gates. We made that substitution at the half, and it was, I believe, Politano in for Elmas, and we changed formations. I think it was like a 4-2-3-1?
4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1.
Everybody hated it, and then we came back and we scored a goal.
But that's what I'm saying.
We put 4 goals on them in the beginning of the season with that formation. So
I know.
I was like, maybe this time that formation would have been all right, So,
but here's my thing. Here's my thing that upsets me. It pisses me off when I hear formation. Everybody's so worried about formations. Everybody called for the 4-3-3. That's what we played the entire first half. We sucked. We get the 4-2-3-1. Everybody calls for that. We start playing better, and there you go. The 3-4-3. Everybody shit on that. Excuse my language, but we held them to 0 goals at a 3-4-3. It's not the formation. I'm so tired. Just like I'm tired of hearing about Sadi and all that crap. I'm tired of hearing about formations. It's not the formations. It's up here. It's all up here. Everybody's going through COVID. Everybody's going through physicalities. Everybody's going through this and that. Is Gattuso the answer? Maybe not. But it's the players. Something's broken inside the players' minds. They might be up for the games, but when they have to lay it out on the field, it's gone. Something's gone. So, yeah, there needs to be a change. It can't happen right now, but it'll happen. It's just going to happen.
I mean, is it going to happen this year? Because I don't know anymore. I'll be honest.
This won't dictate Gattuso's future. The Coppa Italia exit won't dictate Gattuso's future.
Yeah, Alvino said so after the game too.
Who said so?
Carlo Alvino said so after the game. This will not result in Gattuso's exemption.
No,
it won't. But still, it's not going to change the outlook of everybody right now. I mean, I said, I kind of wrote the game off before it started. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'll just come clean. I never say it out loud. I never say it out loud. I understand the superstition amongst Napoli, so I never really say it in the beginning. I do keep it inside. But today, I had to let it out, guys. I thought we were going to lose today, and it happened. And it's because of this consistency issue. Now, Rafa, I know your sight and mentality. Ken, we had changed formations in the second half, and we scored. Then I don't know what happened towards the second half of the second half, but it just looked like everybody all over the place. It looked like a big mess.
Yeah,
mess. Did we lose a little momentum when we took Bakayoko out? What do you think?
I mean, here's the deal, right? And
Antonio.
Hey, what's up, Antonio? I mean, listen. No one wants to hear it, and I know people are going to jump on Gattuso, and he's not blameless in this, obviously. You're the manager. You're the one at the end of the day. You have to be on the chopping block for this stuff if it comes to it, right? He's on a contract that goes to the end of the year, and he probably will not get extended as of right now. We know how fast things change, but that's the deal, right? And people want to jump on Gattuso for this, but in the second half, he made the right substitutions, right? He brought on Politano right away. He made an instant impact.
Yes.
Okay. And we sort of switched formation. We had Insigne sort of like in a free roaming, sort of like right behind Osimhen.
What's up, Joey?
Hey, Joe. What's up?
Joe Bianco.
Joe Bianco in the house.
My good buddy.
So he made the right substitution there, right? So then, I mean, I don't know if you guys watched the 5-ish minutes leading up to Bakayoko or Zielinski coming off. Mm-hmm. They both made 3 or 4 really bad errors, and they were just exhausted. They had literally nothing left in the tank.
Did not look.
Bakayoko was making errant passes. Zielinski was making errant passes. So you had to bring on people in the midfield, right? I personally don't think that Fabian is fit enough to actually play in a game. I thought maybe
not today,
with an injury, he could come on. He was called up, but I knew that he wouldn't play. So then your only other 2 options are to bring on Deme and Lobotka. Who else is going to play in the midfield? You literally have no one else. You already subbed off Elmas, right? So there's your midfielders. Elmas, Zielinski, Bakayoko, Deme and Lobotka. Those are your guys. So, what? I mean, we were flat a little bit after. Lobotka doesn't play much. And I think that Deme didn't have his best performance, but he put one on a plate for Osimhen, and Osimhen missed from 3 yards out. So, that was he set us up with our best chance.
But it seemed as if Bakayoko, I think, wasn't he he started that drive when we scored that first goal?
I thought he played really well today, actually. I thought he had a good couple of games, to be honest with you.
Because once he started moving forward, once we saw that shift in the second half, I feel like Bakayoko pushed forward a little bit, and he started that drive. So
he did. I think he was just done at the end of the game.
Probably.
Zelensky
was definitely. Zelensky had to come out at some point immediately in the second half. I love the guy, but he was just jogging today. He had no intensity in him at all, and I think we were missing a little bit of something. Like lately, I've seen a lot of things missing in the middle of the field, and I saw it again today. And then we had Insigne move to a central role today, and we saw a little bit of a shift in things.
I mean, I would honestly,
it just wasn't enough.
Given what I've seen, I would stick with that. Because I think Lozano is the best on the left. I think as of right now, Lozano is better than Insigne on the left. I think Insigne has been awful actually since he missed that penalty against Juventus. It's in his head. Agreed, Joe. I mean, I think that if you're not getting the best out of your players, eventually the buck has to stop somewhere. And the coach is the easiest variable to change, right? You can't change all of your players if you think the players are really the problem. So you have to bring in a coach. Right. Lozano did amazing today. Lozano's been amazing all season. He's been a season.
Yeah, well, Ken,
aside, but yeah,
he's our MVP without a doubt right now.
The change might need to be made, but I don't think it's going to be made right. It can't be made this season. The only way I see it being made in the middle, during the course of this season, is if we completely drop out of the race for the Champions League. Even then, I don't think it's worth it. It's just we start over next season.
I think we beat this one home, Rafa. There's not going to be a change.
There's not going to be a change. But here's the thing: is that back to my question from last week is if he does make Champions League, if he does win the Europa League, he might deserve, in theory, another shot next season. But should he get it? I mean, look at how we're playing right now. And like you said, Ken, yourself, we're not getting the best out of these players. I can't fault him completely, but the buck does have to stop there. I mean,
can I answer this one?
COVID and injuries are happening, but they're affecting our best players, our very best players. And without our best players, we're not the best team, and that's just the way it is. We're not a Juventus with two teams, two 23 starters. We're just not. We're not.
Definitely not. Gattuso has certainly been challenged this year, but there were some decisions that he made in the past, and we spoke about. Remember Spezia? I was like, man, we're gonna see a lot of problems starting from here, and it just started steamrolling into these inconsistency issues, and we started having problem with energy, and even everybody got in. My brother even got on me. That was the team that had to start. I still disagree. I'm still going to hold fast on my opinion. Clearly, we're seeing players who are just exhausted out there, and the injuries does not help, but we have to take these things into account. And I think if we qualify for top 4, then he's going to stay. But that means that Gattuso really changed things around and something really, really great.
I mean, look at it this way. I'm sorry, Kenny, but look at it this way. So say he does make the Champions League or wins Europa League, right? And he does get another shot next season. It's just like players coming into a new team. They need some time to adapt, like Lozano did last year, like Osimhen needs it this year. Gattuso hasn't really had a normal full season. He had a half a season last year, and he's got a crap hand dealt to him this season I get it. And I know I see in the chat everybody's dealing with COVID and injuries, but it's affecting everyone differently, and then this is the way it's affecting us. We have our best players out on injury and COVID. Not a lot of teams have their absolute best players out, and granted, everyone deals with it, but maybe he does deserve a fair shake at a normal schedule. This is a crazy schedule. We didn't get started with the season until almost October. And we have to cram all these other games in. Is this crazy.
Paulie under your name?
Paulie's under my name, yeah. I might have logged out of my fiance's YouTube and logged. Yeah,
I was like, Rafael Rispo. I thought I was like, are you commenting?
Putting in his own questions. Wow.
Yeah, I was like, hold on. So yes,
no hands.
Rispo's Paulie.
No hands. No hands. No hands.
Yeah. He was like some type of telepathy. I thought was going on. I was amazing. I was like,
my deal with it is this, right? If we finish outside of the top 4, we're not having this conversation. He's not going to get extended, and that's it, right? There's no excuses whether COVID, shortened schedule, congested schedule. It obviously has an effect on us. If we finish outside of the top 4 or don't qualify for Champions League, it won't matter because he's going to get the axe anyway.
Yeah.
If we finish for top 4, then you can say, well, see, it didn't really have that much of an effect on us because we achieved our objectives. Right. So, we can't really complain as obviously right now COVID is having a huge effect on our team.
What's up, Gilberto?
Yeah, Gilberto, you're right. But just to sort of agree on one of Rafa's points, having 3 of your bona fide top 11 starters all out, or 4 really, well, 3, when you had Osimhen, Fabian, and then Koulibaly while Osimhen is recovering, is not it's tough. I mean, I know other teams have dealt with it, and that's fine. But have they had to deal with their best player being out and then maybe their second best player out or third best player out all at the same time? I don't know if that's the case.
Let me put the schedule on, guys. Let's do a little reminder for everybody watching and for ourselves even. What the rest of February is looking like. Mind you, obviously I don't have the Atalanta game in this. This one we did a little earlier, but
today's game.
Yeah, we don't have to
because you have the league game in there. Yeah, well, this is what we're looking at.
Juve we did in December.
Juve, Granada, Atalanta, Granada, Benevento.
On, it's accurate. Yeah, from this weekend on, it's accurate.
Yeah, Juve, and I think we play in Piemonte. This one. This game is not.
No, this one's in Naples.
This is our home game.
This one's in Naples.
But
this is the home game.
Aren't they switching it though? I thought that's what was going on.
No, they're not going to
do that.
They don't know when. They still don't know when they're going to reschedule the game from earlier this season yet.
Right. Okay.
I think it'll depend on how far we get in, how far both teams get in their respective European competitions.
I don't think that this is the worst Napoli in the last decade. No, last season's Napoli was the worst Napoli in the last decade. I know it says besides the mutiny, but
hold on, guys.
I don't think this is the worst team. We still have 12 wins. We've won more games than we've dropped points in the league. We won the Europa League group.
There's only 2 teams or 3 teams in the league that have more wins than us, but we're also the only team in the top 9 that has 6 or 7 losses.
Okay,
so.
but we haven't we haven't drawn any matches.
Was this said in the post game conference? Because we missed these things to get ready for the show. But Francesco, can you confirm if this was in the post game interview?
It was
in it. Yeah, Gattuso came out and said we could have lost worse.
How do you
another
feel about
team?
This? I mean,
would have given up 4 or 5.
Is Gattuso saying, we actually sucked a little bit more than we really sucked? You know what I mean? Is that what this comment means? Like, what is that?
I don't know. It's one of those weird things, right? Because you don't know. For me, I don't like to just read just the comments. If someone wants to post what the question was, if there was a pointed question like, how did you feel about the team's performance or how bad do you think it was? Then we can get a little bit more context. But, I mean, yeah, I think obviously he is serious with his comments, yes.
All right. This Napoli is better than Ancelotti's Napoli. I don't think Gattuso's lost the locker room yet.
I agree. Agreed. The players still want to play.
And that's a big reason. That's a big reason why he's not leaving. Because he hasn't lost the locker room. If he does, the players actually do like him. They like him a lot, and they want to play for him. And you can tell when those goals come, and when those subs work, and when the wins come. You can tell. So changing it for someone like Benitez, who I'll tell you what, on CalcioCast, on Bonetti's podcast, he said, "Why would you put Benitez in? He didn't even recognize Mertens as the false 9. One of the best false 9s in the world that he is.
Or
he had him on the bench.
how about he tried to play Marek Hamšík as a trequartista?
Ruined it.
Hamšík had his worst season ever on Benitez.
I still have PTS from that season, man. I have reasons
why I like Benitez, but I don't think he was a good manager. I don't think
Benitez is a good manager is what he brought us off the field, right?
Look what Alfonso says.
Right. Right.
Definitely
You're right.
on that. I'm with Ken. I believe Juventus would be in first if Gattuso is their manager.
Yeah, but anybody managing Juventus.
Yeah.
Pirlo might win the Scudetto with Juve. Doesn't.
Yeah.
Might win a double.
Right.
I don't know.
Anybody can manage Juve.
Alfonso,
I'm gonna win
maybe,
it. I can
but
win the Scudetto.
I don't know. Yeah.
I want to try it. Let's get this. People want Saudi back who all shit all over mine. People want Saudi back who shit all over mine. And I know Bianco.
I told you how I feel. Bianco missed our last show. Then he knows how I feel.
And he definitely agrees with you, Rafa. All right, even he definitely
that's for sure.
That. Definitely gave you that.
There's no. I mean,
for sure.
There's no way. So somebody said, like, equated it to like bringing Saudi back, like reheating your leftovers. It's like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, guys. It's not happening. It's not happening. I don't want him back. I mean, I've talked about this ad nauseum too, and it's like the guy said at the end of his tenure with us. I mean, we are blind to the beautiful football, right? Pragmatically, this team was found out about midway through that season. We were getting to the end of the season. We dropped points against Sassuolo. We dropped points against Milan, and then we lost the Scudetto in a hotel room in Florence. And then he said in a press conference that he wants to make sure that his next contract makes him rich, because he knew he wasn't going to come back. He was going to get the highest bidder. And then he went to Chelsea for a year. They found him out. They fired him, and then he went to Juventus. And then he went there for 1 year. Won a Scudetto, and then he got fired too. So come on, guys.
What happened to him, man? Like, what did he?
He doesn't have a tactical plan aside from the one that he has. When teams find him out, he doesn't know what to do, and he ends up getting caught out. That's it. It happened with us. It happened with Chelsea, and then it happened on a small scale with Juventus.
Giuseppe made it. He's guys, I know he's taking a break here. I hope his boss don't see him. I promise I'd shout out the pizzeria if they gave him a break and let Giuseppe on today. So Giuseppe, text me the name of the pizzeria so I can shout him out. All right. I said
everything that you've been saying though, Ken, about Saudi.
Ken knows.
I yelled about it in the last show. Yelled. I got so fired up, man.
Listen
it's
to people,
true.
Ken.
It's true.
Listen to Ken, people.
You can't
listen to me.
You can't
listen
regress.
To this man. Listen to this man right here. Listen to all these men right here.
You can't go back to Saudi.
You're
Never. And I don't know what the rumor was about ADL and Saudi meeting up again today. Another rumor.
I think it's bullshit. I think these journalists, they're out there being right now. I can't read half of this shit. I rewatched these shows honestly to get my Napoli information now. I thank my lucky stars about the group that we have and the people in the club. Those are the only people I want to talk to about Napoli who give me news that I want to care about, honestly, guys. So I'm just shout out to everybody here. Shout out to everybody in this chat. Shout out to everybody in the club. Some of this journalism, bro, I can't do it anymore. It's terrible, guys.
I mean,
guys, if you see a comment, call it out. All right, just I'm going through here.
Part of our problem right now and our biggest problem is, Anthony, you're right, totally. Our biggest problem right now is we can't get goals from our strikers. Osimhen had a clear-cut chance today. I felt bad for him that he didn't score it, and it was a good save by Galini. But from that far out, you gotta score. You got to score, and that changes the whole momentum of the game. You score there, it's 2-2, and we're on the street to advancing if we can just hunker down there. And
he was very upset when he got taken out.
He was. He's starting to show that he's fit and that he cares. There's a couple things with me. One, I think he's going down a little bit too easy, looking for fouls, and they're not going to give it to him yet because I think he's a kid. It's just one of those things. When you get established in a league, you start to get those calls for you. But for now, I think he needs to do better staying on his feet, and he needs to get his finishing sorted. But I think he showed flashes today. Of course we're worried.
I don't think we're going to get results against Juve, but, we should still beat Granada, man. We should still beat Granada. We should at least qualify through this round of the Europa League. At least. Yeah.
The third goal that Atalanta scored was similar to the one that Osimhen missed, and that changed the game.
I agree here with Francesco's, and I'm complains too much hothead that has to improve. It's true because while he's in his head, he's not playing right, and
but he's a kid.
He's
a kid. He's got a lot of maturing to do. He has to learn the league still. He hasn't played much here.
How old is Lozano? Isn't he like a year or two older than?
Lozano's like 25, 26.
He's a little older, but that doesn't matter.
Okay,
it's the same situation. He came from a league that's far less in quality than Serie A.
So
this is a good one.
Osimhen is
to win one match,
integrated and figure out his goal scoring touch. And Petagna, I mean, I know people like Petagna, but can we just call a spade a spade?
He's been slacking lately. I'll tell you.
Do you want to know the last time? Here's a stat. Here's a stat for you guys, right?
Okay.
You want to know the last time a striker, a number 9, scored a goal for Napoli? January 13th against Empoli. That's the last time a striker scored a goal.
2020?
2021. January 13th. Not literally the number 9, but I mean
I'm sorry.
A striker. Either Petagna or Osimhen or Mertens for that matter. That's the last time a striker scored a goal. And I think it was maybe the week before that in the league, but that was a Coppa Italia match against a Serie B team. So
I like what Peter Scala says here. Nothing guaranteed with this team anymore, and I don't know, guys. I'm like, unless there's some kind of miracle, I don't see Napoli in the top 4 this year, guys. I'm just gonna say it now. I'm not as confident as I was, let's say, maybe the beginning of the season. I think the inconsistency right now is killing us. We did the 4-3-3, didn't do much. The 4-2-3-1, I don't know if it's
if Osimhen is starting, the 4-2-3-1 is the way to go. And what I would do right now is I would put Insigne where Mertens was playing behind him, and I would put Lozano on the left and Politano on the right. That's what I would do. And I would start with one of Bakayoko and Deme and one of Zielinski and Fabian. That way you can rotate these guys in and out, keep them healthy. Elmas can be a reserve winger. And then when Mertens comes back, you could start to rotate the front 4 a little bit more. That's what I would do. But
here you go. I guess Joe just took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah,
it's true, because I think we're only 3 points out of the top 4, but obviously if we play the way we are, it's not going to matter. We have a game in hand.
I mean, hopefully we get Mertens back soon. Osimhen is getting his fitness back up. We get Fabian back soon. Manuel too.
If we are back in the game is what we need. We need our captain to get his head back in the game. Time. Ever since that missed penalty against Juventus and him crying on the sidelines, he has been lost in the sauce.
Well, let me ask you this. Should we just start trying to put Lozano on the left and Politano on the right and having Insigne sit in the bench? Maybe when Mertens comes back. I mean, something's got to change, right? Something has to change.
I think personally it sets a bad precedent to bench him regularly. I think maybe one game you can do it just to, he probably needs a rest anyway, and he's still obviously a super important player for us, but he needs to get his head right because it's not happening right now. It's not happening right now for him, and he's not the only one. And I'm not singling him out before everyone comes in and goes crazy.
Yeah. Joe Reese, please, no Insigne beef again.
No beef. Just listen.
There's no beef. We can be critical.
This is just my opinion.
This is right. This is us being critical of our team. This is our opinion. And this is the truth. Like, you got to say what. Sometimes the truth hurts, boys and girls.
Solazzo's 100% right.
He wants that
100 goal, man. Since his 99th goal, he's had two. He's hit the woodwork twice and has a missed penalty.
Right.
Yep. He hit the woodwork over the weekend. Yeah.
And a
twice.
Couple, aside from the close chances as well.
The last 2 games.
It was in the last 2 games. Yeah.
But I mean, it's another game. We had our opportunity. Or 2 opportunities, a couple of big ones. We scored one, we let one go by, and they turn around. And I mean, and I'll also come out and say it. And it's another one that's going to get me roasted because everybody loves him. Di Lorenzo is awful, absolutely awful. He got turned into a traffic cone on that 3rd goal. He made an awful pass up the field that ended up turning the ball over to set the whole play up. And then was it Pessina who scored the 3rd goal?
Yeah.
he comes in. He's not the only one who makes a bad play, but you're the last man back. He slaloms around you like a traffic cone and scores that third goal. Di Lorenzo's been awful all season. All season.
He has.
I would rather play Hisai on the right if he's healthy than
and this is what I don't understand. Why, Ken? Why is Hisai not playing on the right at all? Why is Di Lorenzo getting all the minutes on the right? He has to rest sometimes. So I don't get it.
I don't think it's because he's tired. I think it's just because he's garbage. He's trash.
Well, come on.
He's trash.
I don't know about trash. I don't know about trash.
He works hard, bro. Most of the time. He works hard. It's too much, bro.
He works hard, but he's trash. He works hard, but he's bad. He's bad. He works hard, and I'm happy that he works hard.
He was bad last year. Everybody has a bad season. It happens. It happens.
Yeah, but Di Lorenzo is now bordering on more time being bad for us than being good for us. That's where we're getting at. He's been bad for a while.
Ever since he's been playing more and more games on that side, though. No,
I think there's a reason why he didn't get to Serie A until he was 26 years old or 25 years old, whatever it was. He had one really good year at Empoli. He had 3/4 of a really good year with us, and since then he's been bad.
Trash now from Soflo.
Okay, he's slightly better than trash. He's.
Right. I mean, he's not. I don't think he's trash. I don't think he's trash, but I do think he's not playing well. He's playing bad. Bad season.
Because
we'll see next
season.
Down.
I remember last year in the Coppa Italia when he held down Ronaldo. The guy didn't flinch, and he completely neutralized one of the best players in the world. So I think, I can say maybe he shouldn't be playing as much. Maybe he's not great, but I think he can be. He's certainly, I don't know. He's certainly somebody that can play well and helps the team, but I just think it's been.
We need help in the department. That's for sure. That's the most obvious thing we can make for Napoli. We need help in that department on the right left back. We just do.
I would rather play Hisai. I would rather keep Di Lorenzo out.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't get why Hisai doesn't play on that's his natural position, isn't it? Isn't that it was we normally played for us?
For us, yes.
He was on the right.
But he was pretty even when he played at Empoli. He played pretty equal at both.
Right.
Hisai, not Di Lorenzo.
Hisai, I don't know. Yeah.
So. No. It's hello, Ken. It's
do you owe this person money, Ken? I don't know. They put a question mark. Is that Ken? Are you trying to serve Ken papers right now? Who's that?
Hello, Ken.
It's for me, Joe. It's way worse than when Jorginho had a bad January spell because it's been going on all season. People can. I mean, you don't have to agree, but the proof is in the pudding. He's been bad for a long time this season.
I don't think that's a disagree. There's not a disagreement there. It's just you calling him trash. I think is a little much.
Yeah, you guys, you want to take
as a starter? As a starter, he's been trash.
Guys, you want to take a call or two? I don't know. What do you think?
Go ahead. They won't hear us. You'll hear them, so you'll just have to relay. So
here's the deal. I'm going to open up the line.
Napo line, baby.
The Napo line because I feel like we haven't done it in a little while. If you do call, please turn down whatever device it is you have to talk to as you're talking because we will get feedback. If I get feedback,
please don't blow out Ralph's ears, please.
Please don't, because I'll have to cut you off.
You're gonna have to post the number up there, guys. Everyone's asking how to call.
Right, I'm gonna do it right now. Ken and Rafa, unfortunately, you're unable to respond directly. So I'm gonna give everybody a minute. Say your piece. Or ask a question. I'll cut you loose, and then we'll respond to you after we're done. All right? So let's open it up, guys. I'm excited. You know what? We did this for everybody. The Napo line is officially open. 1-833-232-1926, guys. Give us a call. Keep it clean. Chill with the feedback. Ralph and Ken, give them an opportunity to finish what they say before we answer, all right? Because I don't want everybody talking over each other, guys. It's open. Yeah. Here we go.
No, we'll respond to whatever anybody wants to say. Come on, bring it. What you got?
Ken, you bugging? Ken is the best. Ken
you just flash between those two.
Ken's triggering people. Ken
is the best.
There's
Ken bugging, but he's also the best.
He's bugging, but he's the best.
The Ken fan club and the Ken haters all in the chat at the same time. Let's go.
Yeah.
Luca loves you, dude.
I love him too.
Luca loves you.
Luca, I love you too.
All right, I think we got one.
Oh, there we go. Who's calling?
You that? Let me see.
Hello, call from Mario
Hello.
Gagliano to the
One
Rant.
second.
Press 1 to reject. Hang up.
This is where it gets complicated. Hold on. This
Call
is where it gets
from
complicated.
Mario Gagliano.
Yo, hold on. See, this is where I gotta get super prepared now. I forget. There's like, there's levels to this shit, man. Mario, call me back again. I'm sorry, I forgot.
I knew Mario would be the first to call.
Maybe it was somebody else. Hello, you're live.
Hello, call from Diane to the Rant. To accept, press 1 to reject.
Press 1.
Hang up.
Okay, hello. Hello, you're live.
What's going on? It's Gaetano. How are you?
Hey, Gaetano, welcome. Where are you calling us from?
It's
Rockford,
Gaetano.
New Jersey. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, Rockwood? The air is yours, sir. What do you got to say?
No, nothing. I mean, listen, guys. I mean, it's disappointing what happened today. I think we saw this coming. I'm gonna have to agree with Ralph what he said. I expected to lose today. Unfortunately, there's so many issues on this team. Like, I don't even know where to begin anymore. We could talk formation. You guys mentioned it all, but I think it's clear in the summer. We got a clean house. We got to make a lot of changes, and this team has no mentality, no direction.
That's it.
Not much of anything. Anyway,
Mentality, yeah.
just wanted to get it out there. I've been sitting in a dark room for the last half hour contemplating life. So
Thank you so much, Gaetano. Thank you.
Thanks, Gaetano.
Thanks for calling. Be good, Gaetano. Giuseppe.
Hello, call from Giuseppe Dean.
Giuseppe, you can call my personal. Giuseppe, you can call my personal number. You got the juice here, Giuseppe. What's going on? What the
Not
hell?
much. Do you want me to call the personal number?
No, you're here now. Let's just go.
Hello, call
What
from
the hell?
Mario
There's a lot going on.
Gagliano to the
Yo.
Rant.
Hello. I got. Sorry. I think I hung up.
Hey,
on
if you
Giuseppe.
guys, let me just say something real quick.
Mario,
If you
you
guys
live?
see that we're
Hold
Yes,
on,
hello.
Mario.
This is Ken. This is number one Napoli fan in the world.
What's going on?
Oh,
I
Ken
want to
the
know
God.
why you guys. I want to know why we spent $100 million on strikers that can't score, and then center backs that can't defend, and why we didn't reinvest the money better. Thank you, bye.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right, that was quick. Thank
who's
you,
we?
sir.
Inter?
You want to answer that one, guys?
Number
That's
one
you.
Napoli fan, Mario. Rafa, go ahead. I'll let you answer first.
Why we didn't spend money on strikers?
No, you want to know why we spent $100 million on strikers that can't score? And center back can't defend.
Dude, listen. We bought a young kid who's good, who needs some time to develop. Okay, we overspent a little bit, but that's the way it is. That's the nature of the beast right now. Give him a little time. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. Everybody was doom and gloom about Lozano last season, and what happened? Now Lozano is the best
Yes,
player
sorry.
we have.
All right, here we go. No, hold on. Virginia,
If you
give me
see-
a second, I got to call back Joe.
If you guys see Ralph working that line, wait your turn and call
Work.
after someone hangs up.
Giuseppe,
Hello.
you're live, sir.
What's going on, guys? How you guys
Yo.
doing today? Good?
We're
Good,
doing
good.
good.
Giuseppe's
Thank
about to
you,
bring the
Giuseppe.
fire, Kenny.
He's at work right now, so we're gonna let him say his piece right now. Giuseppe, go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to be real quick. But, no, honestly, though, we had a lot of people out today. You know what I mean? Dude, our central defenders, today was just a colossal mess. We really pooed the bed today. But, even on top of that, too, though, but my point is, though, is that with Di Lorenzo, for instance, the guy, he's going to get burnt out because, what was the last time that he sat out? When he had to because he was suspended? Anybody that plays any sport, if you get burnt out, you're going to play, you're going to underperform tremendously. So
Okay.
to say that he's back is a bit excessive in my opinion because when he's actually healthy, he's good. That being said, though, why didn't we make any moves for any left or right backs in the transfer market? That's my beef, if anything. So then at least one or two people could sit, like Di Lorenzo. And we haven't even used Gulam. Where's Gulam? Gulam, where was he? What was he? Having tea in La Piazza Oggi?
Gulam is
listen,
COVID.
It all comes down to management. There
Gulam
is
is
a reason why. We mismanaged the game again, and this time it's kind of warranted though because we had a lot of missing pieces this time. So
Right.
I mean, but we really dropped the ball. We really dropped the ball today, and I mean, just the results. It speaks for itself. I mean, and even on top of it just like. Who do you blame in a case like this? Honestly, I mean, I don't even know if I could blame Gattuso. Like, I mean, it was just like the history of things to come. Like, you could just see it happening because of what the issues are. But, I mean, would they have been able to addressed this time? That's the issue. You know what I mean? Because we do have our central defenders now. And, you know, there's like a handful of people that constantly play. Like, all these players that I mentioned have played almost every single game. Insigne, Lozano, Di Lorenzo. I mean, these guys, they're going to underperform. These guys are getting ragged on. Lozano's the only one that's actually playing still consistently despite playing every single game. Di Lorenzo, though, I mean, the guy, the last time he was out was he had to be out because he was suspended. No. You know? So, like, to say that, like, in other words, though, like, when all the pieces aren't there and then you're constantly playing and there's some form of mismanagement, I mean, the players are going to play like trash. Right? It's just a given. You know what I mean? Like, so to say that somebody's trash is excessive in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that.
Well, I mean, you know, everybody has their opinion, but I'm getting a few other phone calls. Giuseppe, is there any like one last thing you want to add before I cut you loose here? I promise to get a shout out for your spot if they allowed you to call.
No, I know. Listen, you want to know what? Listen, my honest
wrap it up
opinion
here
is
because go ahead. Wrap it up here.
Get any more something. Whether I don't know what it is. I know what it is. People may not like it. We need a change. Maybe a change of what's it called? What's the authoritative change?
Like
we need to make a change in what's it called?
The DS.
The higher up. You know
manager,
what I mean? Like
the
we need to make administrative changes. That's the word. Administrative changes to make. But either way, Forza Napoli sempre, guys. You know, I love you guys very much.
Thank you. We love you back. Forza Giuseppe.
Yeah, I'm at work right now, too. I'm sorry, guys. But I needed to make a couple of points. I really did.
Good stuff. Thank you for calling once again, guys. Giuseppe, Forza Napoli sempre.
Yeah, you bet. Even though he gives me problems every single time.
Ciao, Giuseppe.
I'm going to agree with what he said at the end there. Administrative changes need to be made.
Hello.
You know,
got another one. Sorry.
They do need to be made. No, that's okay. And if I like Giuntoli, but if he's got to go, then he's got to go. You know, something has to be made. Something fresh needs to happen. You know, at the end of the season.
We did speak about that. Yeah. Hi. How are you? Who's speaking? You're live.
Hi there. Hi, Ralph. Hi, Ralph. How we can? This is me, Christopher Shada.
Hey,
Christopher. What's up,
What's going on? How are you, Chris? Talk to us.
Yeah, I just want to say, first of all, it's an honor to talk to you, Rafa Risa. Huge fan of yours, and I just say, man, Napoli should sign you up as a coach, like ASAP.
There you go. ASAP. They're giving you big smiles.
I really appreciate that.
Even though this is just a Coppa, like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got emotional because, like, we were defending champions, and, like, it kind of touched me. But I guess as a positive side, you can say, like, that's one less competition we should worry about. So I guess that's an excuse of, like, not getting tired as much. But I really wanted to win this.
Mario,
I just wanted to say that, like, I was really disappointed in our performance today because I feel like we actually could have. We tried our best, but I feel like we could have done better, especially how I said on the Discord chat that, like, when we attack, like, we only have one or two people attacking as a team. And that's, like, really frustrating because how are we supposed to score goals when no one's attacking? So,
right.
Yep.
I
agree 100%.
That's why we have a squad depth for a reason. We should, like, utilize that right and use it in the proper manner.
There you go. Thank you, Christopher.
Thanks, Chris.
I agree. Chris, I agree, man.
Rafa says he agrees with you.
I do. I agree 100%. I think that sometimes we get the ball in the midfield and go for a counter.
I just want to say shout out to my mom and my dad.
All right.
They always yell at me.
They always yell at you.
they always yell at me because I show so much passion. She's like, "What are you doing, yelling?" I'm like, "What? I can't show love to my team." Yeah.
Damn it,
That's
Mom!
it. No, you're
Napoli's
doing it right,
playing.
Christopher. You're doing it right. You're doing it right.
All right. There you
Yeah, but I'm happy to be here, and hopefully we can have another Napoli line soon. But take care,
We
guys.
will. All right. Thanks for calling, Chris.
Yeah, Christopher, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to leave it open for one more call because I think Little Mike wanted to call here. Little Mike, you give us a call if you like. I'm going to do one more call, guys, and then I'm going to wrap it up from there.
But there's a lot of times when we have the ball in the midfield, we get the ball, and nobody's moving, so we have to pass back. So Christopher's right in that regard. There's a lot of times where there's like nobody moving up. No one moves forward anymore.
Right.
It's like the counterattack doesn't work anymore. You know, we used to be the best on the counter, man.
Dude,
the best.
Oh, you know what? You reminded me today, guys. 92 long balls today. 92. 60 of them
That's
accurate.
a lot.
92 long balls.
60
We had
makes it
60 a week ago total with 28 accurate. I thought that was a lot. Today we almost had 100 with a 4.33. So something's off there, man.
The problem tactically is when we gather the ball, we overload the ball side too much, and we have to play it back. So you'll see like Di Lorenzo coming up the right, or if it's Rui coming up the left. Both of the center midfielders, like in today's game, Bakayoko stayed back, but both Elmas and Zielinski would slide over.
Here, I want to say this. I just missed when Napoli was fun to watch. And I think this is a common attitude amongst a lot of Napoli fans. I think maybe that's what builds up the frustration, guys. You know, we all have our different opinions. We all see the game in a certain way. But for the casual fan, all right, and I want to speak for them just for a moment because I'm still growing and learning as a Napoli fan and even doing things like this. But for the casual fan, it does feel like that it's not as fun to watch. I kind of said that today to myself as I was like, I'm not really having a lot of fun right now. Win or lose, it's not. Sometimes it just doesn't. I don't know. Are people not enjoying it as much? Is that why we always speak about Sarri ball? Is that why we always speak about Cavani? It's like these guys touched an emotional nerve inside every fan that we just can't let go of anymore. You know, it's like a good familiar smell. You know what I mean? It's just like it brings you back to a place. And I think this is the root of a lot of the frustration for the casual fan, okay? Because you're allowed to, you know, some people are more hardcore than others. Some people know more than others. But I think overall, for the casual fan, are they enjoying themselves? Do they have the right team to watch right now? If anybody wants, middle of the field is boring.
Here's the thing, right?
Antonio. Winning is fun.
Yes, exactly. I think
Obviously,
Peter
winning is
Peter
fun,
sort of
certainly.
took what I was trying to formulate into a much nicer and more long answer is the right one. Like, no one cares how you play when you win. It's when you lose and you nitpick. You're like, oh man, I wish we were just playing good football. But like, if we were playing really beautiful football and losing, you would still feel the frustration. So I understand your frustration. You want us to play Saudi ball or complete football, or you want to play tiki taka. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I think Joseph hit him on the nose. All right,
but if we're gonna lose, I'd rather be fun bad. If we're gonna win, I don't care. Like if we're gonna be a fun bad team, then that's fine. But if we're gonna be good, I don't care if we're gonna be beautiful or not.
Fair enough, guys. I think what this line it seemed to die out, guys. So I'm gonna take it down. Close it up, guys. Any last words?
No, thanks for the calls today, guys.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Yeah, I really appreciate all your calls and everybody in the chat. We see you. We see your chats, man. Ralphie can't do everything all at once. We can't get everybody up there, but we really do appreciate.
Usually I'm set up. Today I kind of did an impromptu line and I have everything ready. But today I wasn't quite as ready. But you know what? It was still fun to have a few people calling in. So we'll do it more, guys.
Joe.
We're gonna do it more.
Joe Bianco.
I want to swing in Rafa's beard. Joseph, I asked him a couple times. He said no. So if you can convince him.
Wow. Look at that. It's beautiful.
Ken is beautiful.
What's up, guys?
No, you.
Ken, it's the tats, Ken. We might not have the hair, but you have the cool tats. Yeah, not me. I just have a shiny egg and a cool hat. That's about it.
Hold on, I have a cool hat too. Hold on.
I do want to announce that.
Go ahead, Rafa.
Go ahead, throw it up there.
There we go.
No, I don't.
SSC Napoli.
Got my Napoli.
There you go, Wooly.
Napoli beanie.
That's it.
Sweet. Beautiful. What were you gonna say, Rafa? Go ahead.
Before we leave, we have something in the works. We got a lot of demands for my kids to come on the show. So
yes.
I think we're gonna work on something where we're gonna do maybe not live shows, but YouTube snippets, snippets,
like the Primavera rant.
Yeah, of the they're smart kids. They know what they're talking about. So maybe we'll set something up with that.
Whoa.
For real?
No, I don't know.
Can anybody confirm this shit? No. Little Mike, don't play with us here, bro. I will ban your ass if this is bullshit.
He's messing with us.
No, now you got all three of us searching like a bunch of Mamalukes over here.
Yep.
I need to wrap up this show. You can't just be like, Gattuso was sacked.
3 hours ago, June Tilly said they're all with Gattuso. He's not sacked.
All right.
Little Mike can't get on the line, so he's trying to make an impact.
Trying to trigger us. I held the line for Little Mike to call in. He's playing.
Yeah.
Taking away your Napoli line privileges soon, Little Mike. I'm gonna let Paulie call for you instead.
Well, listen, like I said, those kids know what they're talking about. So look for that on YouTube. We're gonna have just maybe a couple minutes here and there of giving them giving their take. They might have smart takes. Everyone loves them.
Maybe if you got kids
when they
at
call
home,
in
they
and comment.
Watch it, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know. Big. Let's get a big Forza Napoli going in the chat, guys. Let's bombard this chat with a little Forza Napoli, and I'm gonna wrap it up from here, guys.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. All
Forza.
You have a good night, guys. It was a good stream.
Juve on Saturday, 12 o'clock.
Oh boy,
Saturday. It's gonna be big one, guys. Big one.
Yeah.
Big one.
Not very excited about it this time. I'm just gonna say.
Need a result there.
Fearing the worst, but that's okay.
We need a result there, man. That's a big one. That's on ESPN Plus. Yeah.
Thanks, Joe. Yes, Mike.
There's not a lot more I can say.
Yeah. I'm just finding another Juve merda.
Yes.
You got. How do you think we line up for that? Napoli fino alla fine. Help! I'm trying.
I love the characters here, bro.
What was that? Cesar, what's up, my man?
Hey, Tony, what's up?
Rafa Rispo's telepathy.
Tony partied with us in Michigan too, didn't he?
He did.
All right, guys.
What a time that was, huh?
Yeah.
Hopefully we get.
I still smile every time I think about it.
Good.
Sorry, Ralph. We are
Rock and Paulie. No, all good, guys. We're having fun here.
Reminiscing.
I get it. Of a time that once was a good.
Yeah.
A time that we were able to get into a crowd, right?
Yes.
Let's hope for that back. All right, guys. Forza Napoli sempre. Thanks again. The one and only Ken Trafredi, the Vicar of Vesuvius, Rafa Rispo, and Ralph Pizarro. We are Audi 5000, guys. Forza Napoli sempre. Ciao, fellas and bellas out there.